Sometimes the strongest stories aren't written on paper, but on stones, waiting patiently for someone willing to stop and listen. As I stood before this stone, I couldn't help but imagine generations of people who had used stones as canvas for expression long before smartphones and social media.
African woman shining so bright.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are exploring one of Winnipeg's most iconic landmarks, the Canadian Museum of Human Rights. We won't be going inside today because we are a little short of time, but I promise I'll show you the inside soon. Sometimes the beauty of a place is found just as much outside as it is within. Today we are taking a leisurely walk around the museum, soaking in the scenery, appreciating the architecture, and enjoying everything that surrounds this incredible destination. The moment you approach the museum, it immediately commands your attention. Standing unapologetically at the forks, where the Red River meets the Assiniboine River, the building almost feels alive. From a distance, the museum resembles a mountain made of glass, light, and stone. Depending on where you stand, it changes its appearance. One moment it looks like a crystal rising in the clouds, and the next it resembles a giant sculpture that has grown naturally from the earth. Even before stepping inside, you can tell this is not an ordinary museum. As we begin our walk around the grounds, one thing becomes immediately noticeable: the peaceful atmosphere. Although this is one of Winnipeg's busiest tourist attractions, the surroundings feel calm and welcoming. Families pushing strollers along the pathways, cyclists enjoying riding around, tourists stop every few moments to take photos, and joggers enjoy the scenic riverside trails. Although we are not entering the museum today, simply reading the inscriptions and viewing the exterior gives you a sense that this place was built with a purpose. It isn't just an impressive building, it resembles reflection, learning, and conversations about humanity. The landscaping deserves a special recognition. Native plants blend seamlessly into the architecture, creating harmony between nature and design. One thing I've really learned about Canadians: they love their place. They never litter carelessly, they keep their space so clean. So the pathways surrounding the museum are beautifully maintained. Clean sidewalks wind around landscape gardens filled with seasonal flowers, ornamental grasses, and carefully planted trees. During summer, everything bursts into vibrant shades of green. The fresh air coming off the river makes the walk especially refreshing. One of the best things about visiting this area is that it offers spectacular photo opportunities from almost every angle. Whether you're a professional photographer or simply taking pictures with your phone, you will find yourself stopping constantly. Uh, Walking around, we came to the plaza at the Forks. This is a place which is more than a skateboard park. It's a vibrant symbol of creativity, community, and urban culture. This is a destination of skateboarders, BMX riders, scooter lovers, and spectators like us. The locals and tourists um, who come around the plaza at the Forks know that this is a place where passion meets possibility, a destination where every trick tells a beautiful story, every fall inspires another attempt, and every visit celebrates the vibrant spirit of Winnipeg. Walking around the museum also gives you an appreciation of how beautiful the entire area has been designed. Nothing feels crowded or out of place. Every space invites visitors to pause, sit on nearby benches, and simply enjoy the surrounding. It's such a beautiful place. It's such a beautiful space you will never want to miss. Every piece around us tells a silent story. Every curved line, swell, and pattern invites us to pause in a world that seems rushing.
Are
Instead
you
of
enjoying
demanding
Winnipeg?
attention,
I know, right? Oh my. Thank you. Welcome back.
sometimes the strongest stories aren't written on paper, but on stones, waiting patiently for someone willing to stop and listen. As I stood before this stone, I couldn't help but imagine generations of people who had used stones as canvas for expression long before smartphones and social media. One of the most recognizable signs in the province is the Winnipeg sign at the Forks. Standing near the historic meeting place of the Red and Assiniboine rivers, the colorful sign has become one of the city's most photographed attractions. This sign, illuminated in different colors to celebrate holidays, cultural events, awareness campaigns, and community celebrations, make it a symbol of civic pride. We really enjoyed being here. We really enjoyed taking photos and creating beautiful memories because it's a very beautiful place. And I think on that day in the evening, there was to be an event. That's why you see uh, tables all over. So yeah, because I think they were to hold an event that evening. So we didn't ask around, but that's what we think because the place is usually so clear. Yeah. I think what surprises first time visitors is how peaceful the entire area feels despite being located close to downtown Winnipeg. Traffic noise seems so distant, replaced instead by conversations, beautiful birds, bicycles, and the soft breeze moving across the river. If you're someone who enjoys beautiful walks rather than crowded attractions, just like me, you don't necessarily have to go inside to appreciate this destination. Spending an hour walking around the exterior is rewarding in its own right. I think for now you can tell from the view, like since we started, for those that love nature just like me, I think you can feel something. You can feel something good inside you because it's so nice, it's so breathtaking, it's so, I don't know, I don't know which right words to use, but it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. So the nearby river walk continues for quite some distance, making it an excellent place for jogging, cycling, photography, or simply clearing your mind just after a busy week. And I was here thinking and loving the trees because during winter they look so different because most of the most of the trees shade. I say most because there are some that do not really shade, but most of them shade, and everything looks so dead. And just look a few months after winter, see how beautiful the place looks like, see how beautiful nature looks like. Everything is so different, but so rewarding. That's what I can say. It's so worthy. Everything, every walk, every minute spent here is so worthy. As we continue walking, the famous Esplanade Riel Bridge comes into view. The view is so beautiful. Its elegant white cables stretch across the Red River like a giant piece of artwork connecting downtown Winnipeg and St. Boniface. The bridge itself has become one of the city's most photographed landmarks. Standing between the museum and the city creates one of the most beautiful views in Winnipeg. On one side rises the modern museum, where on the other stands the beautiful bridge. Together they perfectly capture the city's blend of history, culture, and innovation. One thing I've realized is that Canada has the richest history. So for those who like for those who like learning history about places, I think if you do the Canadian one, you will really enjoy. So one thing I truly appreciate is how accessible everything is. Wide walking paths, cycling trails, sitting areas, and open public spaces, making this destination welcoming to everyone regardless of age or mobility. As we reach the viewing point, downtown Winnipeg skyline appears behind the museum, creating another fantastic contrast between the historic buildings and modern skyscrapers and contemporary architecture. What impresses me most is how thoughtful everything has been integrated. The museum doesn't dominate the landscape. Instead, it complements the river, bridges, pathways, and public space around it. So beautiful. The Red River flows through the city before joining the Assiniboine River at the Forks, stretching about 885 kilometers. It begins in the United States and flows north into Canada and then emptying into Lake Winnipeg. The river has played a big role in the Indigenous history, the fur trade, transportation, and the growth of Winnipeg. Today, it is a popular destination for boating, fishing, walking along its banks, and winter skating on the famous river trail. One of the biggest lessons from today's visit is that you don't always need to enter every attraction to appreciate it. Sometimes slowing down, walking around, observing the surrounding and enjoying the atmosphere creates memories just as meaningful. It has been a beautiful day and I really appreciate everyone. This place made me feel something beautiful inside my heart. I can't really tell what it was, but I really felt so nice. So this place is called St. Boniface Cathedral. This place is more than a historic landmark. It's a place where faith, history, culture, and beauty comes together. Standing proudly on the east bank of Red River, the cathedral welcomes visitors with its magnificent stone facade, a silent witness of generations of worship, celebrations, and resilience. The surroundings of St. Boniface Cathedral are peaceful and inspiring. The beautifully maintained grass lawns, colorful flower gardens, and mature trees create a serene atmosphere that invites visitors to slow down and reflect. Whether you are taking a quiet walk, enjoying the fresh air, or simply admire the architecture, every corner offers a sense of calm that is rare in the middle of a busy city. Behind the cathedral lies one of the Manitoba's most historic cemeteries, where most of the province's pioneers rest. Among them is a grave of Louise Riel. I don't know if I pronounced that name properly.
Si hii yote ni St. Boniface. So kuna church.
So cathedral iko?
Si ni ndio cathedral.
So si ati ni physical ile church.
Ziko hapa.
Juizi na katuma nyumba.
So, Louise is the founder of Manitoba, whose legacy continues to shape Canadian history. Walking around these grounds feels like stepping in the pages of history, where every momentum and headstones tell the story of courage, sacrifice, and community. The cathedral itself is surrounded by the vibrant French quarters of St. Boniface, a neighborhood rich with Francophone culture, charming caves, local restaurants, cultural centers, and beautiful walking paths make the area a delightful destination for both residents and tourists. One of the most captivating features in this contrast between the cathedral historic ruins and the modern church built behind them after the devastating fire of 1968. The preserved facade stands as a powerful symbol of hope and resilience, reminding visitors that even after every loss, beauty can rise again. I love this history. The beautiful surroundings combined with the sounds of birds and the gentle breeze from the nearby Red River, making it a perfect place for prayer, meditation, or simply appreciating the beauty of nature and history. St. Boniface Cathedral is not just a destination, it's an experience. It's a place where the past meets the present, where architecture meets spirituality, and where every visitor can find a moment of peace. Whether you come to admire its remarkable history, explore the beautiful grounds, or simply enjoy the tranquil surroundings, the cathedral leaves an unforgettable impression of every heart that passes through its gates. So one thing I can tell anyone who wants to visit Winnipeg, know that Winnipeg is so big and beautiful. This is a fraction of it. So I highly recommend setting aside time to explore this entire neighborhood. Bring comfortable walking shoes, your camera, a bottle of water, and allow yourself to wander without rushing. Whether you are interested in photography, architecture, history, or simply enjoying peaceful afternoon outdoors, this area has something for everyone. Even even small babies will enjoy being in this place. And one of the biggest lessons from today's visit or walk is that you do not need to enter every attraction to appreciate it. That one I will say it over and over. Just slow down, take a walk, observe the surroundings, and enjoy the atmosphere, which it will really create great memories. Nature reminds us that every path has a story and every step has a purpose. Thank you so much for walking with us today. I hope this walk brought you a little peace and joy. Until our next adventure, keep exploring, keep appreciating nature, keep walking, keep wandering, and keep discovering, and never stop finding beauty in little things. Wherever life takes you, make time to step outside, breathe deeply, and let nature refresh your soul. If you enjoyed this walk, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with someone who loves nature too. Thanks so much for watching.